Hi, I'm Shubha Narayan and we have with us today Mr. Krishna Samraj, Managing Director, Magna Electro Castings Limited. He is also the Chairman, 2nd Asia Foundry Forum, member of the Organizing Committee of the 60th IFC and the 12th IFEX, member of the National Council of IIF, member of the Tamil Nadu State Council and past Chairman, Coimbatore Zone. Hello sir, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
All right, welcome to the IFEX 2012 and also welcome to the Pavilion of Forace Polymers. How do you find the IFEX this year?
This year I understand the IFEX is pretty well. There's been about 1,600 and odd delegates who are registered. The IFEX, and talking with the exhibitors, everybody seems to be in a buoyant and optimistic mood.
All right, good to know that. And tell us a little bit about your organization.
Which the IAF?
Yeah,
or company?
Your company.
Okay. Magna Electro Castings was founded by me in 1995. It is a publicly listed company listed in the Bombay Stock Exchange. We specialize in ductile iron castings. A major portion, over 70%, is for exports. For exports, we play in the non-automotive field, and in the domestic market, we are a major automotive supplier to the automotive industry.
All right. Now, how has your journey been in the foundry industry?
I got into the foundry industry by default.
Okay.
And it has been a good innings, okay, but like anything, there's a lot of challenges and opportunities. Many opportunities we've grabbed, many opportunities we missed. But on the whole, I would say it has been a worthwhile 15-year run where we are providing quality products and satisfying our customers.
Yeah. And have you attended any of the technical sessions that's happening here so far?
The technical sessions, I was in charge of a technical session yesterday, automation and fettling, which is a very critical issue facing the foundry industry. I was part of the organizing committee for that. I attended that session, and today Dr. Paul Merton's session I attended this afternoon. Dr. Paul Merton, I believe, is a world-renowned foundry person. It was very, very exciting and enthusiastic.
Anything, any state-of-the-art technology that was discussed there that you were impressed with, that you would like to share with us?
I would say more than any state-of-the-art, it is the simple but very, very incisive insights which Professor Merton has provided was the most important part of the session for me.
All right, good. Now, have you been? How long have you been associated with Forace Polymers?
I think Forace Polymers, we've been a customer maybe for the last 5 to 6 years or 6 to 7 years.
What products or what components do you source from them?
We basically use the furan resin products from Forace.
All right. And how would you rate your association with Forace in terms of quality and service?
With Forace products, I would say our association has been good, and the basic thing is I don't hear about Forace from my operations people. Okay. If I don't hear about something, I assume everything is going well, and that's good.
Good to know that. Thanks for that feedback. Now we know that any industry has its own set of challenges. What, according to you, are some of the major challenges in front of the foundry industry in India today?
The Indian foundry industry today is in a good growth phase, basically because of the economical growth, the growth of the economy and the GDP growth. The demand is picking up and is tremendous, though the capacity has not built up equal to the demand. So in that way it is a good situation. But at the same time, some of the concerns which has to be addressed jointly by the foundry industry and possibly the government. One is the power situation, which is very critical in certain parts of the country, and it's not a stable situation as yet. With the projected growth in the economy, I do not know whether we will have enough power going forward in the future to support the growth of the economy.
That is very scary, isn't it?
It is scary. And these power projects are all long gestation period projects. So I believe a special task force or something has to be set up by the center and the states to see how to tackle the power. The second issue is manpower. In terms of manpower...
I've been hearing this a lot today about manpower.
Manpower, yeah.
Okay.
When we say manpower, I mean manpower in all levels.
Okay.
Not only the worker level, right up to the executive level, we have challenges. It is basically because in the last 2 decades, no real young blood has come into the foundry industry, because the attraction is towards the IT industry.
So getting young talent has been a challenge.
Getting young talent has been a challenge. Initially, till the last 5 years, the challenge was getting attracting young executive talent, because they had the option of IT industry. Now it has become, the challenge has become attracting even laborers, because everybody has a other alternative. The foundry industry is considered dark, dirty and dangerous, but that if we believe in that, it becomes a self-defeating.
The 3Ds.
The 3Ds. If we believe in that, it becomes a self-defeating thing. We'll never get out. The challenge for the foundry management and foundry owners is, how do we take out the 3Ds? We have to make it attractive.
Right.
One of the questions which I raise in various forums is, do we want our children to work here?
A very good question.
If that answer is yes, then we are doing a good job. If we do not want our children to work in our industry, then the writing is on the wall.
That's a great way to look at it. I would like to know what the response was. Okay.
Silence.
Okay. Sorry. Now, how does your organization, what kind of strategies does it come up with to tackle such challenges?
In our organization, we are trying to tackle these challenges. I wouldn't say we have tackled these challenges. In terms of power, we generate 60% of our own power through windmills. Therefore, we are a little bit insulated from the power crisis. Second, energy conservation activities we have taken up in a very, very intense way. Mostly so far we have conserved energy by technology, by design. Still the challenge is there on the utilization of the energy. As far as manpower, the challenge of manpower, I believe we provide a lot of training to our employees to give them more involvement and self-respect in the job. Plus, as far as the atmosphere goes, we have I would say, a very clean foundry. We spend a lot of management time and resources on keeping a clean foundry.
Using a lot of green initiatives.
Yeah, green initiatives. Green initiatives is a different. This I'm talking just the work atmosphere.
Work atmosphere.
The work
okay.
atmosphere.
All right.
We still have a way to go on that.
Okay.
As far as the green initiatives go, yes, 60% we generate green energy and consume. We have done afforestation of more than 5,000 trees in the Western Ghats in Coimbatore.
Okay.
We adopt schools as part of our CSR. And we have put in a rainwater harvesting system 10 years ago, which makes us self-sufficient in water.
Wonderful. I think
Thank
you've
you.
taken the right measures, the right steps. Nice to hear all that. And
Thank you.
what are the future trends in this industry?
The future trends, we have a lot of opportunities and challenges. The opportunities are the base growth of the India story. The growth, whether we have a 1 or 2 year dip, still the growth is going to be there. So the demand is there for our products. But the challenge is, as an industry, we have to become very cost effective, cost competitive.
Right.
Cost competitive in terms of energy consumption, quality, rejection rates, and productivity. Because just as the opportunities are there, the threats is our customers can import today. They can import from China,
Correct.
Russia, Brazil, the globe, wherever. So we, the Indian foundrymen, we shouldn't be complacent enough. Yeah, the demand is there, the customer will pay whatever we want. That is not going to be the case. The demand will be there, but whether the Indian foundries cater to the demand, for that the foundrymen have to rise up to the occasion.
There shouldn't be a demand-supply mismatch.
No, the demand supply, it'll match.
Okay.
The question is whether it'll be matched from Indian supplies or from overseas
Okay,
supplies.
Got it. Yes. All right. India is the second largest castings manufacturer, only next to China. How do you see the growth of this industry in India?
Again, like our president, Dr. Sundaramurthy said, last year India was about 9 million tons. The Institute of Indian Foundrymen has an ambitious program to take it up to 15 million tons by 2015 and 20 million tons by 2020. Of course, China, in the Asia Foundry Forum, China also presented their number. By 2020, they want to be 50 million tons from the present 30 billion tons. So China is China, India is India. Both can live together. It is not an either-or solution.
There's room for both.
There's room for both.
All right. Now, one last question before we let you go, Mr. Samraj. 5 years from now, what sort of changes do you perceive in the foundry industry? 5 years from now.
I would say 5 years from now, there'll be a lot of consolidation. The smaller foundries, because of the capability to invest in technology and meet the rising expectation of quality, some of the smaller, a major portion of the smaller foundries may not be there. There'll be a lot of consolidation, and it will become more technology intensive, more capital intensive, and the employment in the foundry industry, either with the same amount of people we produce 2 times, 3 times more, or in very modern foundries you may not see people at all.
Would you also say getting everything fully automated would
Yes.
be a good idea?
Automation, yes, that has to be done. The question is how much and how we do the automation. Maybe appropriate automation would be the right thing,
Better way to put it.
better way to put it. We needn't really ape the West completely.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you.
enlightening us with all that information. Have a great day at the event today.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you then.